Hi guys, welcome to Dougie and Rhys. Today we're here to preview Southampton versus Brentford this Tuesday night. Before we get to that, just to remind people, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Give us a subscribe, like this video and comment. Also, follow us on Instagram, Daddy and the Don Sports. Daddy and the Don Sports. Follow us. We do the best content we can. And also coming up this week on Thursday, live stream previewing Week 22's biggest matchups with special guests. Ren, Jay, Luke, Dougie and Shahan. Anyway, for now, here's a Brentford preview against Southampton, starting with Dougie and then Rhys. Hope you enjoy, and remember, subscribe!
So, Graham's asked me just to give a short preview of Southampton versus Brentford, which has been rearranged for this Tuesday, having been postponed on the 18th of December due to COVID problems for both teams, I think. Well, both teams were involved in FA Cup action at the weekend, and both teams came away with good performances from the away matches and getting through to the fourth round. Southampton's win at Swansea, all the more remarkable really, because they played a lot of the game with only 10 men, and I think the game went into it extra time, and that's how they got through 3-2 in the end. So Southampton at the moment, they seem to have a little bit of a problem with keeping 11 players on the pitch. They had 2 red cards recently, but that hasn't stopped them. They were very good against Tottenham in their last league match, drawing 1-1, again with 10 men. So what do I expect from this match? I'd really would like Brentford to continue with the form they showed against Aston Villa. Really start pushing on now and trying to gain the points required to stay sort of mid-table. Southampton will be thinking exactly the same. Both teams are more or less in the same positions, comfortably mid-table, but a win for either side obviously keeps them away from that trap door of relegation, which is obviously both teams will be striving hard to avoid. Brentford could do with another away win. We haven't had too many this season, only 2, and they were right at the beginning of the season. So Southampton, they've had a good run of form just recently. I think they've lost just 1 game in the last 6. So I think, I'm hoping it'll be a draw. I can see both teams, they do look to push forward. Southampton's danger man is obviously Ward-Prowse in midfield. He seems to be so important to them. They are missing some injuries. But we, on the other hand, seem to be strengthening our squad with returning players from injury. And so I think, will there be changes from the last time out? Well, having seen Lossell playing goal yesterday at Port Vale, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes his Premier League debut. He's a tall goalkeeper, and that's the only advantage really he does have over Alvaro. If it's Thomas Frank still persists with Alvaro, I don't think we'll be disappointed. He's gained in confidence each game he's played, and I think against Villa, especially in the last 10 minutes, he was outstanding. The rest of the team, it's getting stronger. Brian Mbeumo should be back up front, and the midfield, well, that could be strengthened again with maybe Baptiste coming back in for Jensen if he's not available. I think we'll still probably be missing Rico Henry, but then again, Dominic Thompson seems to be settled in that side quite right, and if Canos is still missing, then Mads Roslev on the right side will be just as adequate replacements. So looking forward to the match. I'll be there. Having to drive down, unfortunately. no trains back after the match to London, so be driving. And believe me, I'm not a very good watcher of football when I haven't had a drink. So let's hope for a good performance again from Brentford. Two entertaining sides, like I said. I think we both teams like to push forward. But I hope we don't lose. It's still a long way, even though it's just down the road, 70 miles down the road. It's still a long way and a lot of effort, and it'd be nice to all the Brentford supporters, and they will be there. They were sold out their allocation as they have done for every away game this season. Let's hope it will be a good performance, and I think a draw. I'd settle for that at this point.
Southampton are in good form despite their depleting squad numbers through injury and COVID. Given the sale of Ings in the summer, many fans, particularly Saints fans, had the club set to be relegated. Ironically, I'd said to a friend of mine who was a Saints fan, if you want any hope of staying up, you have to sign Adam Armstrong. And within a day or two of me saying that, he was signed. Alongside Armstrong, Brentford can't afford to ignore players like Ward-Prowse, Livramento and Broja, who I believe are the dangers in the Southampton side at the moment. Ward-Prowse for his delivery, Livramento is bombing up and down the wing. I was very envious of them being able to sign him, if I'm honest. As I was with Broja as well. I thought, especially with Broja, I thought he would have been the perfect player for us to bring in as sort of like a backup for Tony, but he's wearing the wrong red and white stripes, if you're asking me, but he's there. We can't do anything about that. In terms of Brentford, been going okay. The performance against Man City was there wasn't much I could really pick, and if I was, I'm nitpicking the issues, if there were any. Villa was a tough one because for me, I didn't see much going for us. The goals for me and the win kind of painted over a couple of issues. But then, in the FA Cup against Port Vale, we were very professional. We got the job done. It was a game that we could have very easily let slip. It's a game we have in the past let slip. So, 4-1 maybe flatters us a little bit, but I'm glad Brian's picked up a hat-trick. Ajer was in the team. Bidstrup had a good game. Overall, it was a good game by us. And yeah, putting that kind of performance in and not letting ourselves take it easy shows that we're getting to that dangerous mindset again. But hopefully Brian and Ajer can start. I'm hoping we start pushing Ivan a bit more forward and stop telling him to come back and defend, because he's killing himself going up and down, up and down, up and down. Just let him stay up front, let him focus on scoring. We have 10 other players that can defend. Is what I would be saying right now. We have now lost Frank to the Africa Cup of Nations, so our midfield has got weaker again. He'll be back probably in like 2-3 weeks. In terms of the game, I think it'll be it should be free flowing. Hassan Hutel likes to play entertaining football. That's why Southampton brought him in. We like to play entertaining football. It should be a real interesting game. Chance creation, I can't see there being too many clear-cut chances, but there'll be a lot of half chances. Like, if he wasn't there, something could have come from it. But overall, I think it'll be an interesting game. Not many chances, but yeah, I'm going to go for 1-1.